we can go to our second slide. My role as city attorney is to make sure that as the legal head, or I should say the head of the legal department, that I fearlessly protect the interests of all San Diego and not merely be an attorney appointed to carry out the wishes of the council or manager. And what that means is that I have a direct responsibility to the people of San Diego. The city attorney's office was created in 1931. Special responsibilities and special powers as an elected city attorney to work directly for the people of San Diego. My client is the city of San Diego and not any individual person at any given moment. I don't represent the mayor individually. I don't represent the council members individually.
The document cited by Mr. Aguirre is an anonymous one-fold pamphlet which was located in the newspaper clippings for the 1931 general and charter election. It is not legislative intent for the charter. That one-fold pamphlet is shown here with both front and back sides in one panel. This document is entirely inconsistent with the language of the charter and was never made part of the charter. The actual 1931 Citizens Charter Commission, also known as the Board of Freeholders, prepared a summary written by Nicholas J. Martin, chair of the Board of Freeholders. That summary follows. This document is not cited by Mr. Aguirre. Nicholas J. Martin wrote for the city attorney as follows. The city attorney, instead of being an appointed official, as at present, is elected by the people. This is James Parsons' Hillcrest News editorial, which talks about the city attorney, quote, fearlessly protecting our interests, unquote. The James Parsons editorial, item 10, reads, quote, the city attorney is to be elected by the people as a guarantee that the legal head of the city will be able to fearlessly protect our interests and not be an attorney appointed to carry out the wishes of council or manager, end quote. Sound familiar? This is Aguirre's phrase. From references in the Hillcrest News editorial by James Parsons, we know that it was published on February 27, 1931, the same day as the diagram on the front page of the paper. This shows the ballot language for the 1931 charter.
On April 7, 1931, an independent citizens commission, supported by 75% of San Diego's voters, agreed that the city attorney should be independently elected in order to, quote, guarantee the legal head of the government will be able to fearlessly protect the interests of San Diego and not merely be an attorney appointed to carry out the wishes of the council or manager.
Now, Aguirre says, James Parsons' 1931 editorial is the work of an independent citizens commission.
I think that all of us would be turning our back on the founders of our charter if we were to in some way impede what their intent was, which is to have the city attorney fearlessly represent the interests of all San Diego and not merely carry out the wishes of council and manager.
Now James Parsons' 1931 editorial is the intent of the founders of the charter.
I see the role of the city attorney as what it was designed to provide, which is the city attorney is to fearlessly represent the interests of all San Diego and not merely carry out the wishes of council and manager. That's from the brochure that was used by the committee that organized the city attorney into an elected office in 1931.
Now James Parsons' 1931 editorial is a brochure used by the committee that organized the city attorney into an elected office in 1931.
In 1931, when the office was created by the voters as an elected position, the ballot proposition, or the ballot statement that went along by the advocates of the elected charter commission said exactly what I said. The role of the city attorney is to fearlessly protect the interests of all San Diego and not merely carry out the wishes of manager and council.
Now, James Parsons' 1931 editorial is a ballot statement. Oh, give me a break. Mr. Aguirre consistently misstates the value of the anonymous pamphlet that he found and gives it credibility which it is not due. It is not the official document that was prepared by the Board of Freeholders. Mr. Aguirre has simply created a myth around a one-page anonymous document that he found in the clerk's office in the newspaper clippings.